Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. I'm going to do a collective message today. With that, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Use your awesome powers of discernment to only take what's for you. All right. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments, subscribes, donations. They all help out the channel. So thank you so much. Truly. Truly, thank you. What does the collective need to know? Need to hear. Oh, hmm. Okay. So the one that came out it's a Shine Down song. It's called Sound of Madness. So the part that I wrote down is I created the sound of madness, wrote the book on pain, somehow I'm still here to explain that the darkest hour never comes in the night. It's really interesting to read lyrics. Okay, hold on. You can sleep with a gun when you're going to wake up and fight for yourself. I'm so sick of this tombstone mentality. If there's an afterlife, it'll set you free. But I'm not going to part the seas. You're a self fulfilling prophecy. Huh, what's the message there? Um, let's see. Okay, so I think I got the message. This one's not coming through as clearly. So give me just a minute. We'll get it. Okay. What I'm picking up is that this is for a collective who is really waking up to the eternal self. So it's the eternal soul. It's the concept of being a spiritual being, having a human experience, that you are, yeah, an eternal being. Like your soul is eternal. And so for a lot of you, most of you that are in this message have experienced many lifetimes before this. Um, okay. What else wants to come through? Okay. So I'm being called to get the tarot to get a little more insight here. And I'm having a shoe shuffle. Hmm. What's the message, Spirit? So it's interesting how it works. Sometimes the messages come through clearly right away, and then sometimes it takes a minute to get into it. This is one of those, it's taking a minute to get into it. Um, what I am picking up, there's like a heaviness that came through. So you could be kind of in that energy right now of feeling kind of heavy. Okay. Yes, that's in reverse. All right, so what is going on? Okay, I don't know why it just the cards aren't really saying it or anything, but what I'm picking up on, and I was picking up on it when I was channeling through the song, and it didn't really make sense, so I didn't say it. But I'm being called to say it now. So for some of you, you could be going through a breakup. That's it for that one. Okay. So maybe that's confirmation for somebody. So if you're going through a breakup right now, this definitely might be your message. I'm not getting anything else on that right now, though. Okay. So I'm being called to look at this one in the book, especially because it came out in reverse. So let's see. The Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands came out in reverse. I'm going to show you the card. And okay, so normally what this means is to stay focused, you're nearly there. What is coming through is that there's something you're being called to focus on that you've been avoiding. And part of what could be going on is you have a lot of options. And so maybe you're distracting yourself with other areas of life when you're being asked to focus on a specific area. This is what a weird way to start a relationship reading, Spirit. Okay. So apparently this is going to be more of a relationship spread for reading. Um, but for some of you, it doesn't have to be. So I'll go through the relationship, like I'll follow that thread of energy, and then the other ones I will pick up on as we go. When it comes to relationship, what I'm picking up on, okay. Maybe for some of you, you're avoiding going through a breakup and you're focusing on other areas of life when it's kind of like the elephant in the room. For others of you, what I'm picking up is that you've gone through a breakup and what you're being called to focus on is the thing that you are, okay, I just heard that scares the shit out of you. So for some of you, what it could be in the Empress is over here. So what it could be is going towards a specific person might be scaring you right now. Like, not in a, it's in the way of like, it's the fear of rejection, the fear of, I just heard, did I wait too long? Um, Anything else on that? No? Okay. So for some of you, that's gonna resonate. Um, we have a divine counterpart. Okay. Heard, Spirit. I just heard if you'd read from left to right, you would have got it. Okay. Spirit's being a little cheeky. Anyways, okay. What's the Six of Wands? So we've got the Emperor and the Empress out here. That does not happen often. This is a literal divine counterpart. The Emperor is all four kings in the deck combined. The Empress is all four queens in the deck combined. This is literally the highest level counterpart you can have. So, in that makes sense why there's fear here. Okay, what I'm picking up is that keep doing it. So what I'm picking up is that there's a situation where a divine masculine is being guided to focus on their divine feminine, but there's so many other things in life that you're focusing on that you're ignoring that one thing. And by going towards that one thing, that's going to allow all of these other options to, like these other aspects of life, to come into balance. And so it's kind of that energy of like the one thing that you're avoiding is the one thing that can help you shift everything else in your life. And so that's where the other threads are coming in. So for some of you, it is a relationship. For some of you, it is not a relationship. So fit it how it works for you. But it's the one thing in life that you're like, Spirit's like bringing it up to you and is like, hey, you should really focus on this and go towards this. And you're like, but I need to do this first. I need to do the laundry first. That's um it's kind of an entrepreneurial joke basically, and so it's this concept of like, I know I should be doing this for my business or that for my business, but I'm going to do the laundry first. And it's a way of distracting yourself but also feeling productive, but it's you're being productive, sure, but you're avoiding the thing that you really you are being called to do. You're being, you're avoiding the one thing that could help you like pay for somebody else to fold your laundry later on down the road. It's that kind of concept. Um, and so for some of you, maybe that is what's going on. Maybe you're a business owner and you've been um not focusing on certain things in the business and focusing on other things in life that are still important, but spirit saying by focusing on that other thing, the thing that you should focus, like you should, quote unquote, the one thing that you're being called to focus on, by focusing on that and navigating that in doing that thing, it's going to allow all of these other things in life to happen naturally, organically, and come into alignment easier, quicker, all of that. What's the Six of Wands? I'm going to see how the Six of Wands adds up here. Okay. So the Six of Wands is a sign that you are doing something right or will soon be recognized for your efforts. Huzzah! Who should you be thanking for helping you? Or if this refers to someone else, maybe you should be patting yourself on the back for aiding in another's achievement. Either way, this is always a positive indicator. Victory is sweet, but no one achieves success completely on their own. Hmm. I had it and then it went away. Having a moment. Give me just a second. Um, let's see. Okay, so you've been doing a lot of work. This is what I'm picking up is a lot of self work, a lot of inner work, a lot of clearing out things that no longer serve and getting into alignment in the best way possible, and navigating the awakening experience and all of that. And you've got so many options of things to focus on right now in life. And spirit saying that by focusing on that one thing that you've been kind of like shying away from, that's going to lead to success. That's going to help you really feel that victory energy. All right. I'm being called to pull a couple more. Let's see. What else is going on? Spirit? Oh, really? Nothing? What else does the question need to know about this? That one? Okay. Felt it kind of. Ah. Okay, so we've got the Five of Cups out here on the Three of Wands. And what could be happening for some of you, especially if this is a relationship situation, you could be looking at all of the things you lost. And that's what's keeping you from focusing on moving towards that person that you want to pursue. And Spirit's coming through to say if you look at what it is that you have to potentially gain, not in an ego way, just to be clear, but if you look at the things like instead of focusing on the relationships that didn't work, instead of focusing on things of that nature, by focusing on the potentials that lie within this new relationship, especially if this is a divine counterpart, the potentials that lie within that relationship are amazing. It's like a party going on over here. And so spirit's asking you to look at this party instead of looking at the spilled cups. um And by doing that, that's gonna help shift your focus and allow you to have pathways illuminated to you that lead to that thing that you want. For a lot of you, I am picking up a relationship. I'm picking up a counterpart. But that's not for everybody. For some of you, what I am picking up is uh like a new location or a new home, something of that nature. And then for some of you, I'm picking up a new job. So I'm picking up those three threads of energy primarily. Um, yeah. And so by allowing yourself to focus more on that thing and shift your focus around it instead of, oh, okay, that's part of it too. So instead of getting yourself wrapped up in like, well, if I pursue this thing, will it want me back? The job, the person, um, the location, the home, the whatever it is. And what spirit's saying is for the vast majority of you, yes. Like, okay, I just heard, well, that's a blanket statement, spirit. Okay, I just heard all of you, but I don't want to say all of you because I don't like blanket statements, but that's what I heard. So there we go. So apparently for all of you who are watching this, that thing that you're pursuing is gonna want you back. So do your best to release the fear around it. Do your best to not focus on what it is that you perceived that you lost, and instead shift your focus and look at what it is you have to gain. And again, this isn't in an ego way. It's that manifestation way. So don't focus so much on the worries and the lack and the fear and all of that. Focus on the happy what ifs, the positive fulfillment, things of that nature. Is that the message? Okay. Yeah, so that's how we balance that up. All right. Well, with that, I'm not picking anything else up, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. If you like this message, you can hit that like button. If this resonates and you feel called to, definitely let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about it, and I love getting your guys' confirmation, so thank you. And if you would like to see more messages from me, you can hit subscribe. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And I will see you on the next message. Bye.